Hey everybody. I've been absent from YouTube the past couple weeks, unfortunately. So I thought I'd do just a update video to let you all know how I'm doing. You know me, I don't like to not be creating videos regularly. I try to keep a good schedule with it, and I don't like to let weeks lapse, but I haven't been able to help it. I got sick and that took me out for over a week, and I'm still dealing with some ramifications of that. I missed a day of work, which I didn't enjoy. And just been miserable and probably got other people sick, to be honest. So I'm sorry, world. But yeah, I was a disease vector this week, and I didn't have a good time with that. So, our past week, and yeah, this week too, it kind of carried on. My girlfriend's been visiting me this week as well, so not much free time, to record, and my process is really difficult. I don't make normal videos that other people do. I suppose if I did them differently, I could just sit down and record them differently, but I need to spin and I need to move, and there's a whole process. So it takes me time to sit down and get a video right. It's just how it is. So yeah, I've been out of commission, and I don't know when I can record my next piece yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to drop yet. There's a lot of kind of hard-hitting videos I need to make. Honestly, there's some serious stuff I need to get out quickly, but I've just been needing to rest. And honestly, I do have seasonal affective disorder, and I don't feel like doing anything about it, Honestly, I think there is a real lack of appreciation for the seasons, and for feeling how you feel in the seasons. And I just want to stress that I'm okay, but I definitely don't have anywhere near the level of gumption I would otherwise, and let me tell you, I don't have much. So I've just been needing to rest, and I've been trying to enjoy my home. The last 3 years of my life I've been living with someone who I wasn't compatible with in any way, and it's been difficult. So to have my own space and to be able to sit in it and enjoy it, and feel my own energy, it's really important for me right now. So I've been doing that. I broke out the watercolors, so that was good. I made some Valentines this week for some women in my life, and that was really nice. I didn't have much energy, but I squeezed it out of me, and I'm glad I did. And yeah, I did the little watercolors and everything, and I don't know, I'm just doing a lot of art lately. That's something I've gotten into pretty strongly since last fall, and I don't know, it just came upon me, this need to draw again and to paint. And I've always tried to keep art supplies in the house, because I do get throughout my life periods where that's it comes back to me, but it's just been hitting me lately, and I've just been kind of I don't know, really pulling it out of myself, and I'm creating some interesting stuff, actually. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll put a link in the low bar. You can see some of it. I share it sometimes. I would like to probably, looking at my art and thinking about it, I probably should sell prints of it or something, because it's, I have style. I don't have the technical, I guess, artistic ability, although I have a little. I did take drawing classes and stuff when I was a kid, and other sorts of things, but specifically with drawing, I don't know, I did do some pretty interesting drawings, so I can get that out of myself a bit. But for most part, I definitely am a style over technical capability artist, but I definitely create some interesting things. And I've been thinking, like, I should probably, share that with the world, as it were. I'm drawing enough, honestly. In terms of my work, I'm prolific no matter what I do. So anyway, keeping the channel going is important to me, so I wanted to check in. This channel kind of is it's funny, I don't know exactly where I'm going to take it this year. I definitely am rethinking kind of my schedule with it and how I do videos. So I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen. I've been considering, honestly, opening up a second channel to talk about, like, witchcraft and, like, magic stuff. And I don't know if I should do that or if I should just keep it on this channel. Because I don't know, that's like, it's kind of a big commitment to do on one channel. And I think it attracts, like, a lot of viewers that aren't necessarily interested in my other content. And likewise, I don't think a lot of my viewers who are interested in my other content are necessarily interested in those videos. And the thing is, when you mix it up on YouTube, I've noticed, like, you tend to, just things tend to suffer more in terms of, like, views. People lose interest. And that's a shame, because you could always just not watch a video of, interest to you. But I don't know. So I'm thinking, I'm considering some things in terms of my content a bit. I definitely have some serious political content to get out this year. For sure. There's quite a few videos specifically that are, like, egging at me, like, make this video. Why didn't you make this 6 months ago? And I guess it's because the time wasn't right, Things need to sometimes cook on the back burner before they're ready, And I'm all about slow cooking. So, yeah, I think that's kind of coming out with some of the pieces I want to get out this year. And, I've been thinking about my own video process as well, because throughout my fucking YouTube career of almost 10 years, actually it's been over 10 years, Jesus fucking Christ, it's been over 10 years since I joined YouTube. So yeah, joined YouTube the first time in 2008 on my first channel, Nuclear Night. Wow. So yeah, after being on this website for a fucking decade of my life, I've consistently received criticism about the way I make my videos. Apart from my subject matter, which gets the most criticism, a lot of people who like my content, or think that I have intelligent things to say, want me to make different sorts of videos. They want me to do these, like, jump flash cut videos where it's like with your points, and I think there's merit to that sort of thing, sure, but also I don't really think that I want to contribute to the kind of world that thinking in that way creates. And I think with that kind of, the fact that that's so popular, it's very masculine. I want to say that as well, It's very, like, straight to the point. There's not really any sort of, like, leading you through ideas, which is what I try to do, and getting you to see the kind of the worms, I guess, the thought worms that, are required. Getting you to see it on a deeper level, I guess. That takes time. That takes talking. That takes, like, being willing to sit and think, People don't actually talk that way. Anyway, I've had some kind of, like, redemption in that view, too, because I've had a lot of the Korean women who watch my videos, shout out, sisters, like, commenting or like just sending me emails or messages thanking me for making videos the way I do, because it means that they get to hear what people speak English like. You know, what it sounds like when somebody's actually talking. So I mean, like, wow, there's merit to it for that reason as well. You can actually like hear how people really talk, you know. Do you, when, I guess like when you're trying to convince someone of a point that you have, do you talk like a fucking robot? Like an aggressive, like point A, point B, point C? Or do you talk like they're a subjective being as well? I don't like the culture where we treat each other like that. I've never have. It's very masculine. It's very macho. It's aggressive. It's mean, too, a lot of the time. You know? And I think, you know, for a lot of people in this world, it's very hard to be heard. So, you know, you have to, like, be willing to sit and listen to people, I guess. So I felt redeemed about, like, the length of my videos and the way that I do them. You know, I'm not trying to, you know, own somebody, I guess. I'm not trying to act that way. You know, I was on YouTube when pwnage wars were happening constantly, and I got pwned every fucking other day, sometimes multiple times in a day. And it was like, that kind of experience really taught me a lot about what kind of person I didn't want to be, how I didn't want to be. And, you know, I learned it the hard way. But I definitely, yeah, like, my enemies did not best me, if it were. You know, I did not become like them ultimately. In fact, most of them aren't making videos, and I am. So, I win. Yeah, so, you know, I've been not making videos, but, doing okay. I don't think, if I mentioned, yeah, I do get a little bit of seasonal depression this time of year, so that is a factor as well. I just don't have the energy, really, that I have. So, yeah, I've just been needing to sit and be kind of still a bit, kind of watch some favorite programs, be creative in different ways, and you know, just enjoying my home as well. Although I've been out a lot too, and I've seen some friends and that sort of thing. I definitely have been having some good times. I've hung out with Leah a few times as well, so that's been great. But yeah, she and I need to do a live stream soon. Unfortunately, I have not been able to work that out exactly. This year is another year where I kind of want to do that. You know, I want to kind of get the ball rolling with doing live streams on a like consistent basis. Oftentimes what works for me is like picking a day and just sticking to it and putting it in the calendar. But honestly, I've been allowing a lot of weeds to grow in my life lately, honestly. The past year I was really kind of on top of a lot of my like just scheduling, and on top of it for me, not on top of it for a normal person. Let's be clear about that. But, you know, in terms of like my schedule and my life and like all of my budgets and like just keeping track of everything, I was really on it in a really big way that I hadn't been before in my life. And it helped me a lot. But, you know, like when my ex moved out, I just sort of had this big period, you know, sense that I've just been like needing to breathe, I guess. And I need, being compassionate with myself and trying to be really self-loving in ways that I haven't been able to be in a long time. So, yeah, I think that'll come back soon, that kind of energy, since I know I can do it. I just have to, like, get back on the ball. I did it for a year, so no problem, but definitely been taking a break the past few months and letting myself, I guess, go to seed a bit in life. I guess what I'm wanting is for the garden to overgrow a bit. So when I prune it this spring, it'll be a lot more life in it. So anyway, thanks for listening. I will see you soon with a more traditional video. And I'll let you all know via the YouTube updates when I figure out the whole live stream scheduling thing. Because once that hits, I think it'll get kind of things more clear about the channel and the direction I take it in. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching and supporting me. And shout out to my new patrons this month. I've gotten like 2 or 3. No, I've gotten 3. So I'm so happy you're there supporting me. Yeah, I don't know what that's gonna happen there, but I think it's probably a video for that. So I guess I'll see you all soon. Bye.